In December 2020, Australian women's rights activist Zara Kay was arrested in Tanzania over a tweet mocking the country's president. She had made the post, which mocked the president's handling of the COVID-19 pandemic months earlier while in London. Kay, who had immigrated to Australia years earlier, claimed that the authorities raised concerns over her being an Australian citizen in possession of a Tanzanian passport after they took her into custody based on the satirical tweet. She speculated that she would face trumped-up charges due to the tweet, despite conceding that under Tanzanian law, a person automatically forfeits a right to a passport once they become a citizen of another country. In Kay's own words, she had simply never thought about surrendering her Tanzanian passport because she'd never used it, and she had traveled to the country on her Australian passport and a visa. Kay also suspected that she was being detained for renouncing her Muslim faith, even though she had not engaged in any activism during her time in Tanzania. Several weeks after her initial arrest, Kay claimed that she was being held on bail, effectively keeping her stuck in the country, despite the absence of any criminal charges. She called on the Australian government to intervene and claimed she was receiving death threats after Tanzanian authorities released details of her arrest to the local media. Kay was finally allowed to return to Australia 2 months after her arrest, after getting international lawyers involved in her case. She was issued an Australian passport after the one she was traveling with was confiscated and mysteriously lost, and the experience only made her more outspoken about her support for human rights.